Good morning, cousins, and welcome to our daily divination ceremony. I would like to point out that I do not have a microphone in my way right now. Yesterday during the live stream, someone suggested that I put the mic up. See, it's up. So I'm going to have to sound treat the studio in a different way because I recognize it's a little bit echoey, and that's okay. I appreciate the suggestion for moving the microphone so that I can actually express myself better. Speaking of expressing myself, I was also talking yesterday about how sitting here and talking to a camera and just doing this is really awkward. It's really awkward for me. And we're having a conversation in the kitchen. And by we, I mean my daughter and Morgana and I. And we might bring one of them in to the studio, recording studio, so that just to see what it's like. Is it different if there's someone else in the room with me when I'm doing these live divination ceremonies? How would that influence all of it? I think it's great. Hi, everyone. Okay. It is Monday. Just so you know. It is August 24th. And we're about to ask where our attention needs to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice. Are you ready to get going? We're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths, and then I'm going to do what I do to get my system prepared for divination. And then you do what you do. And then we're going to get together and we're going to pull some tarot cards. This is a great opportunity for you to explore your relationship with divination if you are just now establishing one. This particular divination ceremony is specially curated for Black sheep, neurodivergent Black sheep cycle breaking weirdos. So adjust your expectations accordingly. Shall we? Shall we begin? I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space, for our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now a declaration of intention. So repeat after me. I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. And I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. Very small room. Very strong incense. Where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? This is a 2-card draw. Card on the top of the deck represents the answer to our question. Card on the bottom of the deck represents how we're getting in our own way, what we're in resistance to or in denial of that's influencing our ability to engage with the top card. The 4 of Swords upright. So this is the card, and I'm going to read directly from that prompt so that I'm not influencing your interpretation, your initial interpretation of the card. I think I might need some stronger reading glasses. Oh, to toe the threshold of cronehood. Live in front of everyone. The upright 4 of Swords is telling you to kick back and relax. Whether you're emerging from a battle or you've been putting in too many hours at work, you're overdoing it and need to take a breather. A period of rest will allow you to reemerge with renewed strength and focus. And the reverse is, when reversed, the 4 of Swords is sending a very strong signal that you need to take a break immediately because you're on the brink of burnout. You may be feeling the need to overdo it, but quiet that storm. If you keep going at this pace, you're going to do some serious damage. 4 of Swords. So what does that mean to you if your guides were using this card to communicate a facet of your current relationship with your life? What are they talking about? This is a good one. I love this one for us. Guys, I'm trying not to influence you, but I can't help it. For us, neurospicy witches, we tend to be overachievers. Um, that's kind of how we roll. And that's great. But most of us have not been taught how to engage with that part of ourselves in a way that is sustainable. Most of us are kind of living from burnout to burnout, right? You get a thing in your mind that you're wanting to bring into reality, and you go for it and you go hard and you don't stop until you literally crash, right? And then you're in burnout for several months, and then you start all over again, 6 months later, and you do another thing and you go all in, and then you burn out and then you crash. Like, it's a vicious cycle. One that I found myself in as well before I understood how my system functioned. Uh, if you are not, okay, let me take a step back for a second. It's so important for us to remember that we were indoctrinated into capitalism. And so we've been told that our value is in our ability to produce in one way or another. And if we're not actively producing, then there's something wrong with us, right? That we need medicated so that we can continue to produce, to be high functioning, right? I'm not like shaming anyone that is on medications. I'm on medication myself, right? We need support. Um, all of our bodies, our systems need support anyway. So that little disclaimer, I'm not like poo-pooing the medication. I'm just saying that the way that the system that we currently engage in prioritizes this that they love it when you're in high function mode, in overachiever mode, because you can produce things that are unimaginable, right? But they don't give us the time to recover, right? Our relationship with rest is so important for our own sustainability. Burnout, it takes our system almost a year to recover from burnout. It influences us on a mitochondrial level. Burnout is can cause permanent cognitive decline. It is so important for us to not do that to ourselves, and I also understand that most of us don't have our lives set up in a way that accommodates rest. It takes time to change the way that you engage with your life so that you're actually incorporating rest and recovery into your even day to day, the way that you engage with your life, right? And there's a difference between rest and dissociation as well. The your rest hygiene needs to be as good as your go-to, right? Um, so there. Right. Glitter and Grimoire says we rest when we feel like we've earned it, which is never, right? We don't earn rest. Rest isn't a reward. And I love that you pointed that out. But we've been indoctrinated to believe that rest is a reward for a job well done, right? And if you are resting, you're not working hard enough. You could do so much more. What are you doing? Laying around, right? It's I'm hoping that you looking at your relationship with rest shows you how much you have been indoctrinated to engage with your life in a very specific way. That those are the keys to your liberation, is to look at your relationships that have been so heavily influenced. And rest is a huge one. Rest is such a huge one that we have that incorporated into our tradition, the tradition that we practice. So it's a big deal, right? We are all better off when the witches in our coven are balanced, right? They're doing their like best functioning as they are meant to function, right? And so we actively support each other as much as we can to ensure that we are each incorporating rest and being supported mentally, emotionally, physically, so that no one in our community benefits from a burnout. No one, none of us. Right. Who benefits from your burnout? Okay. So now we got to look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of that's influencing our go to like this. The Ace of Wands upright. I'm going to read that. Stop questioning yourself and jump right into that creative project you've been dreaming about. This card is your signal to act now, even if you feel like you're not ready. You need action to grow. Opportunities are opening up for you shortly. So don't let them slip by. This is what you're in resistance to or in denial of. Remember. And then the reverse is you're on the precipice of a perilous journey. Perhaps you don't know what you want to do, or you feel weighed down by current responsibilities. Whatever it may be, you can't seem to compel yourself to move forward. Give yourself time to get that spark of creativity again. Don't force it. It will return in due time. Ace of Wands upright. So, what does this feel like for you? Mm, mm, okay, I think I got it. I often say, where there is a witch, there is a way. Where there's a witch, there's a way. We can figure it out, especially bringing some chaos witches. We've got this, right? You have the, okay, so when I say incorporate rest into your day to day, include rest in your schedule. And if your first reaction is, "Oh, I don't even know how to do that. I can't do that." That's impossible, right? If that's what your first inclination is, this Ace of Wands is like saying, you do have the creative um, ability, you have the willpower, you have the desire, you have the inspiration, you have what you need in order to make this happen. You being in resistance to the fact that you can find a way, it's a matter of you deciding to prioritize, right? You can do this. It's not that you can't figure out a way to incorporate rest. It's that you don't, right? Where there's a witch, there's a way. If you wanted to, you would find a way to make it happen. The problem is that you don't see the value of rest. It's not a priority to you until we reach that burnout point, right? What if you made it a priority before you get to that burnout point? And you can find a way. You have, I mean, even the opportunities are there. You are just not doing it. Sorry. And I know that makes you want to punch me in the throat, and that's okay. I'll sit with you with that. You can't, because you can't reach me. Ha. I know it's a hard thing to hear. Apply your creativity and willpower and that drive, that enterprise that you have to your rest and rehabilitation practice or your rest and rehabilitation game. Get real good at it because it changes everything, right? You'll actually be able to have energy and be able to be present for the full harvest. Whereas before in your cycle, you would get through the busy times and then fucking crash. And then you do the best you can with what you have to manage whatever it is you harvested. But that's why you have to start all over again every year. You don't have to start all over again if you incorporate rest into your practice. You won't burn out like that. Heather says, just because an activity isn't productive doesn't mean it gives you rest. That's what I mean by rest hygiene. Um, Trying to think of some good reasons. If you just Google rest hygiene, you'll find tons of resources on what that actually means, right? Follow your curiosity about it, and you will find once you understand the importance of what rest and rehabilitation actually is for your system, you'll be able to create some sort of practice that is allowing that for you. Rest hygiene. Sleep hygiene is another thing. So protect it. All right. Here we go. That's our reading for the day. Very pokey. I know. I know. You can do this though. It is important. It will make a huge difference in how you engage with your life by prioritizing rest and peace, your peace. So let's actually take a moment. Let's take like just a few minutes. If you have a tip or trick on how to incorporate rest or how to have healthy boundaries about your rest, Glitter and Grimoires just put uh, a great like. See, I ditch my phone all the time, like intentionally running away from my phone because it's just too easy to sit and scrolling is dissociating. It's not rest. Rest means going out and touching grass, go for a walk in the woods. That's rest and rehabilitation. A creative project that isn't something that is for sale, right? For profit, just something creative that you love to do that you can just like sit with yourself in. Um, all of these are great ideas on how to incorporate rest. And with those of us with ADHD, it doesn't mean you're sitting there meditating. You can be like find active ways of rest. And that usually for me means like walking. I actually am a shameless napper. I love my afternoon nap. I don't care if my kids tease me about being an old lady. It's all great, guys. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to be seeing you next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I do these divination ceremonies. Until then, you're welcome to join the app space the community app space that a bunch of autistic witches got together and created for us. And you can find that at this community.brightandark.org. And yeah, that's it. That's all, folks. Let's close this working. Hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right, witches. Until we meet again, if you can't be good at it. Bye.